Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And this is where it all starts in the UEFA Champions League, the group stage and match day one. My goodness, so much to look forward to. It is Bayern Munich facing Manchester City.
Well, the first game of the group is so vital, you just can't get off to a losing start. This could be a tight battle today, Derek.
The initial 11 for Bayern. Sven Ulreich begins between the posts. Benjamin Pavard plays with Alphonso Davies in the fullback positions. Sadio Mane starts with Serge Gnabry on the flanks. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. And so the starting 11 for Manchester City. Ederson gets the nod in goal. Kyle Walker plays with Joao Cancelo in the fullback positions. Kevin De Bruyne starts with Rodri in central midfield. And leading the line today is Erling Haaland. It's the opening match day. Champions League group stage, match day one, underway. Well, the referee decides not to reach for his pocket at this early stage.
Well, I thought he might book him there, but in the end, I think he's got that right.
Gundogan. Grealish. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Gnabry. It did look on for them, but not to be. He's managed to lose his marker. A chance to whip it in. Grealish. A smart stop here. Now sending it in. Mane. Bayern throw-in coming up. Choupo-Moting. And the pass not quite accurate enough. And a throw-in then. Rodri. Grealish. It's a promising City move. Joao Cancelo. Haaland! And a goal to give them the lead. They have their reward.
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
Well, as Bayern get the ball moving again, how will they react? Serge Gnabry. Promising move this from Bayern. It might be. Oh, the post denied him. He succeeds in clearing it.
Well, they were so close to the equaliser there. They're certainly a bit unlucky, but they need to make more of these chances.
Yes, so near indeed, but now they've got to concentrate on keeping their defensive shape. Timely intervention. Goretzka. There's a slide rule pass. And a goal to increase their advantage to 2 overall. That little bit of a cushion. Now it's all about keeping the concentration.
Well, as we can see here, the pass from Grealish is absolutely perfect. And De Bruyne's strike is absolutely perfect. Pace, power and accuracy. What a player he is.
Two 2-0 now, and back underway. Mane. Goretzka. Well, can they make one of these passes count? Mane. Now with Goretzka. Could pull one back here. Goretzka. Making sure nothing came of it. And flag raised, offside.
Well, that was always going to be offside. He just needed to hold on to the ball that little bit longer.
Walker. Nicely cut out. Joshua Kimmich. Mane. Gnabry with it. Kimmich. Kimmich. And back with Goretzka. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Gundogan. And Grealish. Grealish. Haaland! Well, the keeper performing brilliantly.
Well, that's just incredible. He reacted so quickly there.
Short corner taken. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. Pavard. The cross is on. Well, a poor ball and easy for the keeper. Now, what can they do from here? He read the situation defensively and did his job. A chance to eat into their lead. Gnabry! Oh, tremendous goalkeeping. But hang on, offside is the decision here. Well, half-time almost upon us, and playing away from home isn't bothering them in the slightest. Stuart, how about your take?
Well, from an attacking point of view, it's been a very good performance. I've really liked the way they've got the ball from back to front, then how the forwards have got away from their markers, and the speed of their attacks as well. It's been a really impressive first half.
Haaland, now with De Bruyne, must score! Splendid defending. İlkay Gündoğan applies the finish.
Well, here it is again, and the clearance just isn't good enough. Giving up possession in a dangerous area, just poor defending all round.
The game continues then, and it's been all City. Goretzka. So 2 minutes of stoppage time here. Oh, very effective play, and they might be onto something. Gnabry. Now Kimmich. Mane. Putting his body on the line. Mane. On to Gnabry. And back to Goretzka. Well, nothing productive, really. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. Well, we know what Erling Haaland is capable of, but it's still difficult trying to contain him, as the opposition have found out here.
Yeah, he's been brilliant, hasn't he? He looks such a threat every time he gets the ball. And, of course, he scored a very good goal.
And so the second half of this Champions League group stage matchday 1 contest commences. Now this could be productive. In with a chance. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And then Haaland finishes it with such quality. Just look how much power he hits this with. It's a top-class goal from a top-class player.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Well, that's really strong play to keep hold of the ball. Choupo-Moting. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Rodri. Haaland. Is it going to be? And off the frame of the goal.
Well, he caught everybody out there. That almost squeezed in.
And Manchester City will go to their bench. Kimmich. Sané. Mane. And a goal here! There it is! They've done it!
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. Well, possession is the watchword inside their own territory. Grealish. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Kimmich. Here's Sané. Couldn't quite hang on. And a time for calm on the ball. "30 minutes to go then. Grealish. And space available inside. Excellent vision. Oh, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. Haaland. Haaland! Vital intervention. Mane. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. But really sticking to their task defensively.
Well, as the stats confirm, City have controlled the ball and as a result have dominated the game. Some of their passing movements have been a joy to watch, and I don't think anything's going to change that.
Cancelo. Using his physical strength to shield it. Müller. Sloppy there, Bernardo Silva. Mane. Now with Goretzka. Gnabry. Davies. Here's Goretzka. Now potential danger. Tremendous defensive acumen from Laporte. Haaland. Mane. Oh, he's through here. Flinging himself at it, the keeper. A change in the offing for City.
City. Nicht mehr auf dem Platz.
Joshua Kimmich with the corner. Well cleared away. Upamecano. And Upamecano. Mane. Kingsley Coman. And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for.
Well, as you can see, he gave the keeper no chance there. He looked so confident, didn't he? That's a cool finish.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. Foden. On the ball, Ruben Dias. Phillips. Oh, couldn't quite find his teammate. 10 minutes left for play. Müller. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Foden. Options in the middle. Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away. And the danger cleared. And he's broken free. Sané. Oh, a big mistake. He's got to score. Ederson, wonderful goalkeeping. Erling Haaland. Given away by City. Well, he could run onto it here. Haaland. And blocked for now. Well, 3 minutes of stoppage time, that's what the officials have said. That's very effective, good high pressing. Well, showing good vision. They might be able to capitalise in the wide position, Bayern. Sané. It looked as though they had attacking momentum, but not so. The final whistle then, and sometimes it just happens this way. A dreadful night at the office for Bayern to begin their Champions League campaign.
Well, that's not the result they were looking for. It makes the next game really important now. They need to respond in that one.
Well, it truly was a terrific performance by Erling Haaland, really lighting up this game.
Well, he looked a top-class player today. Every time he touched the ball, he was a threat. And he worked so hard for the team as well. What a good display that was.